So, last time we was all together, Morticia, after being previously dead, opened a portal. You all got sent to Spellfell. You met with Forge. He, also known as the Father, spoke to you about Hero Legend, disguised as a different person up until you found his true form. You then decided to go about town knowing there was some bits you needed with the loot you recently got from the dragon. You met some various people of mischievous nature. One guy that was trying to sell a gun but was wanting you to show money up front. Definitely not a con man. You then went to this one store where you got a lot of potions. You went to another one where the owner was a bit blasé about things. He was showing you the magic items he had in his store. He then cast a fireball, clearing the queue that was there to people trying to pull out this spear from the stone. With the queue cleared, Xanthi went to pull it out. While that was happening, there was an inner battle that Battleborn was testing Xanthi with. You finally realizing that not all Imperiums would be a physical battle. After a long to and forth, and Xanthi finally having to do something against her nature, she was able to claim Battleborn. The spear turned into a Labrys, and it glowed so bright, like she was holding the sun in her hand. And that's when we ended the session. So we pick up from there with Xanthi, with Battleborn glowing in your arm. Some passers-by were trying to get back up when they saw someone go in there, just looking around in awe of this glowing Labrys in your hand.
You did it?
Yeah. Oh, done.
Congratulations.
That was easy.
Yes, kind of. It seems that we are drawing some attention. Is this...
Yeah,
Guilt
maybe we
is one
should.
of the worst emotions people can have. So, do you want me to get down? See if you can retract it. Just the shield appearing and reappearing.
how do you do this?
Just think that you want to have it, stowed away.
Yeah, she'll do so. Stow away.
Yeah, as you do, the armor kind of just like that immediately appeared as soon as you held the Labrys, retracts back into Labrys. The Labrys still glowing, but slowly after a while dulls back, just so you still have the Labrys visible in your hand. But there's still people like, Mum, she did it! She did it! She's the hero of legend, she did it!
Hops down and tries to blend in with the gang. That was quite useful, but... Yes, we'd best be off.
You're still going to have to carry that around, right? Yeah, mine's fused from my blood. They're not all the same. I keep forgetting that. I apologize.
No, it's quite all right.
Maybe we should go back and meet Forge. Get out of here as fast as possible, perhaps, before someone tries to steal it.
Gonna take my cloak off and hand it to Xanthi. Just wrap it up for now.
Good idea. And she'll kind of fold it over her arm.
Okay. As you do that, the little boy that was there before kind of runs up to you and is like, Miss, can I get your autograph?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here with my friends. I think you have me confused with that person. Quick, let's go.
Oh, and then he starts running over to this other person, like yanking on their arm, just like, Miss.
You can always say no.
Or you can always just do it if a little bit of showmanship is allowed, I guess.
I don't want any news getting back. Well, I don't know if it's too late, whether he already knows, but I presume he has eyes everywhere. Certainly seems to.
Well, you heard what Forge said. It's better to do something if it's because it's never guaranteed that not doing it wouldn't still end in the same result.
That guy's confusing.
You get used to it. It's a very lost dialect, talking backwards.
As you kind of start bleeding your way through the crowd, you get back to the beginning of town, essentially the little shack that is the blacksmith of town, which is obviously Forge or the father's place of rest. And as you come through the door, he's just like, so the sun underground is no longer shining.
Could this be something to do with it?
Oh.
Arm.
Very nice. Very nice. Kind of examines it and he's like, hasn't aged a day. It's still... What was the challenge? What did they ask you to do?
They presented me with 3 figures who began to fall. A friend, a family, and someone who it turns out supposedly would go on to become the doctor. And
I know why I would let down.
Well, clearly you made the right choice.
I suppose. It certainly seems to be the answer that it wanted to hear. I see some wisdom in it.
I mean, it wouldn't want you to do anything that you... it would always test you for a reason. Battleborn, when it was created, was always wanting to save everyone. Be a true hero, so to speak.
And I can see that certain evils need to be nipped in the bud, so to speak.
Yes,
before they can come to fruition.
That one is interesting. A bit of knowledge it parted there.
You say it is looking as good as it was? Does it need a checkup like the others?
I mean, I'd be more than willing to give it a look over, but as far as I can see so far, it looks as good as new. But I will check it just in case.
By all means.
He takes it from you and he starts to examine it. Places his finger, just touching the blade, and it draws blood without him even fully putting any pressure on it. He's just like, nope, still sharp. Maybe I could just... And he begins to tweak it a little bit, so when it's not active, it no longer glows. It just resembles a normal Labrys, and then as soon as you put any thought into it, he goes on to tell you it will glow, and then the armor will come forth.
And it is fine to glow, or does that count as activating it?
No, I would presume glowing would just mean that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's working. As far as I'm aware, as the creator of them, activated means just the armor. When the armor appears, then it's that's when it is activated.
So the others should not be aware that I have it yet?
They shouldn't be. I mean, calling out to a new user and wielder in itself does make them talk to each other somewhat, so maybe.
I see. I suppose it is too late to take that back now, so we'll just have to do what we can.
Yes, I mean, at least now in theory you would have the means to stop anything that would want to stop you from getting it.
I suppose it means, on top of everything else, that time is of the essence.
Yes.
How is everybody feeling? Do we go now, or do you want to wait a little bit longer?
I could still go for a day, but I could also fight at the same time. So
I'm good either way. If we take another day, I've got a new spell if I wanted to try out.
I say we teleport already. If we need to, we rest in our new mansion that we got. Otherwise, if you prefer to wait here, it's the same for me.
I don't think there's any issue either which way.
It's just because if I would rather rest after I use the spell than before I use the spell.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's just having also a weird floating door wherever we might be a slight, security disadvantage, but
doesn't the door become invisible after you step in?
No, it stays there the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This version.
Maybe we can put it against a wall and like no one will notice.
Do any of you
Try.
wish to have any work done with Forge? Or you think that we are ready to go other than that?
I think he woke me up with the work they needed doing, right? Or do you need anything else?
I mean, no, as far as I'm aware, your Imperiums are working fine. They all
I
seem
would
to...
ask, would you like to look over the actual armor itself, but we both know I shouldn't do that because I'd be told off otherwise.
I mean, I see the armor anyway. Part of the gift of creating them, I don't just see them as the items you hold, I see them as their true forms.
Oh, fair.
And I take it you had a chance to look over Aethon while we were gone?
Yes,
Everything
Aethon...
is fine with his core?
Yes, I did do a bit of how can we put it? I thought you might be successful in getting Battleborn, so I did a bit of tinkering just in case that was the case. So if you're ever riding him and you do need to activate Battleborn, Aethon will gain armor as well.
I appreciate that and your confidence in me.
Well, when you've lived as long as I have, you either have confidence in everyone or confidence in no one. But no, as you came here not wanting it, I thought that would be the perfect person for someone that should get it.
Well, let's see what we can do wielding these powers. Hopefully it will make our quest a little easier.
Yes, it should do. And the good thing is, at least now, if you were ever separated from each other, you all have a way of finding each other. As you see, like, as you three stand near each other, like the Imperium's kind of like, there's like, like a tuning fork when that goes off and you get like the ring. There's kind of like a faint hum with the three Imperiums as they come near each other.
Kind of already did that, but it's better.
Oh,
yeah, it's just less creepy.
I mean, it works.
Oh.
No, I didn't say it didn't work. I just said it's less creepy.
Do I need to know, or it's something I don't?
I use blood.
And Blood Tamer bonded with him.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
apparently.
Well, everything happens for a reason.
He used to drink blood.
Yep.
Oh,
Anyway,
I will start with a portal.
Whilst you do that, Forge, I don't suppose you can tell me any information regarding Kometflare? Just like a bit more prepared in what I might be facing.
Kometflare. Do you have that map handy?
oh, always.
Would you mind? And he takes the map, rolls it out on the ground, and he's like, okay, if she said you are compatible with Kometflare, that means you must have a link somewhere. Now for me to sound creepy, could I have some of your blood?
I mean, you're not the first person to ask.
I think that's even
Use
worse.
this old one. I will take the new one.
I do need it straight from the hose, so to speak. And he just takes out like this nice ornate dagger, and he's just like, I'll let you do it. It's probably better that way.
Sure. Yeah, I'll cut myself together.
Yeah, you just cut your hand, and he's just like, just pour the blood straight onto the map.
Okay.
As it bubbles down onto the map itself kind of becomes 3D. And like terrain and mountains come out, like all of your blood. It's just like, and then you see him like kind of as if he was to be flying over this world. He's like zooming in to where Kometflare should be. His eyes are shut the whole time as he's doing this. He's focusing in. You see the map just zoom in until it comes to the continent that you're currently in. You see bright lights extending from where on the map it says Spellfell. These you understand to be yourselves. The 3 bright pinpoints there. The other bright pinpoint is coming from Demwich, and he's zooming over there. As you get a layout of this land, it shows you the town sculpted in your blood. And he's like, okay, you're here somewhere. Where are you? And you see like this quite a shady town from what you can make out from like the sculpting. A lot of people in cloaks and hoods, and not many people out in the open. There seems to be like a town made for a certain clientele of people. Certainly people that's up to no good. Then you see it gets to like the center of town where you see this one figure wearing this like armor. Like you can't tell colors obviously because it's your blood, but this really nice ornate armor. Kometflare is this like this being's glowing, and he's like, oh, Kometflare. Okay. And then all of a sudden the blood just like as you see it dissipate, and he just opens his eyes. He's just like, oh, good news is Kometflare is where she said it would be, in Demwich. I can tell you that it's not as laid dormant as you would like. Someone has found it.
We gotta fight.
I mean, we could skip mine, surely. It's already been claimed. I mean,
Come on.
But Kometflare can torch everything around it, burn anything to ashes. It is even said that Kometflare can summon giant meteors from the sky to vanquish foes.
And we want to fight against that?
I mean, it's a good thing we bought those potions.
True. Alright, okay, maybe we'll go and scout this, see if we can find this person, get a read on them.
We're gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I mean, the good thing is, at least you don't have to find it. If someone's got it, you would be able to claiming it from someone is easier than having to find it. And if it's laid dormant for so long, you don't know what kind of state it would be in. I'm seeing this as a positive thing.
But if they already found it, does that mean they're also worthy? Is it right for me to take it from them?
I mean, it means they're able to bond with it. Whether they're worthy or not is a different story. If you know what I
You
mean.
got it. Trust yourself.
But maybe we could just talk to them. Maybe they can just join our cause.
Yeah.
An extra hand against the Doctor? Better odds?
What if they like the Doctor? What if it's the Doctor's friend?
Okay, true. Alright, like I said, we'll just go out and scout. We'll get a read, get a vibe check them.
And then we
And the-
kill them.
Calm down. And then if they do something that you are unaligned with, like hurt the innocent, then what are you going to do?
Kill them.
Calm down. We've got yours anyway. Just shush.
It does seem that Battleborn was trying to tell me that perhaps communicating first would be preferable. Try to change people before they can commit these evils.
Hey,
But if
so-
they are online to it, then we kill them.
Killed.
Yeah.
So, conversation. See if they're willing to give it up or join us. If they're bad, they hurt us, we kill them.
Okay, well,
Cordial.
at least you got part of it down, I guess.
Okay. As you start creating the portal, Forge will come over and be like, "Oh, Dimitri, I did want to tell you something about your, your new powers you said you got from the, but I think maybe outside. I don't think it's something."
Oh, sure, okay. Be right back.
Okay.
And while Morticia's casting the portal, arcane energy starts to swell, and Forge is just like, does the name the Eternal Flame mean anything to you?
It does. It was who I was worshipping before I rejected them.
Well, just in case it means anything to you, this thing, when I saw the vision, why I abruptly stopped it, was proclaiming itself the Eternal Flame.
Okay. Yep. I feared this might happen.
And it's kind of taken over Demwich. What I didn't show on the map, allow me to show you now. And he kind of puts his hands around your head, and straight away your mind sees this burnt to a crisp town that once was there. This being in this armor of like reds, oranges, and blacks, and flames on horns, and proclaiming themselves the Magma King,
Okay.
just has all forms of like elementals just bowing close around them. You also see a blue-skinned tiefling with a sword at her side, kind of at the side of him. And then you can hear chattering. She's just like, yes, my master would be very interested in a joint force approach. There are 2 continents, no? What about if you claimed one continent as your volcano island that you want to resurrect? Maybe the new Zarator? You know, we can give you one continent and you help the doctor conquer this continent. You just hear this voice go, no, I will claim this world for my volcano. I am the Magma King. And he will bow to me. And just before your vision it starts to get cloudy in the vision, and like you can only make out people now, like the background is like faded to white, the sky all fades to white, you just see the 2 figures. And I thought you may think that however, I have a sneaking suspicion that whoever wields this is the Magma King, am I right? No, I am the Magma King. Yes, and I am the doctor's right hand. I win. And you just hear silence as there's this scuffle and the armor just erupts in flames, and then you're pushed back into vision, and like you like sweat in and flame begins to engulf your head and just sorry.
That's okay. Help
Yeah.
at it. Okay. So conversation probably won't be happening. Thank you for showing me. I'm a little bit more prepared. I should probably tell the others.
I mean, I didn't want to be how can I put this too forward, but I did think you may have something to do with the lost city of Zerator being, I presume, an earth elemental, but in touch with flame.
Yes, my mother was a fire elemental.
Yes.
I did once have a flame within me. It was consuming me. Thanks to Zemko, he was able to remove that part of me. I'm guessing this was the result.
Potentially, by removing it from you, it gave the other one it was conflicting within you all the power, maybe? I don't know. I'm just a humble blacksmith.
Well, thank you. Guess I'll find out.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'll head back in. British, I know you started the portal. Whereabouts did you place it?
One of the back my word is missing from my vocabulary right now. One of the back alleys from the vision. Somewhere pretty close, but yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. We might have a slight issue when we get to the other side.
What do you mean?
You know the flame that I used to have, but it's gone?
Yeah.
It seems to have manifested potentially, which is now known as the Magma King. There's a whole story with that. I'll explain it when we have time. That's who has the Kometflare. It has burnt the town. So that's who we end up facing.
I guess, yeah, we'll just kill him.
One more thing. There was also another blue tiefling, Dustblood, there. They said that they were this right-hand man to the doctor.
Please tell me that was not Willow.
Did it look like Willow?
No, it didn't look like Willow.
I didn't recognize him to be Willow.
Okay.
They didn't seem to agree when they were talking, so... And it sounded like a commotion, but the vision disappeared, so I didn't know. So I don't know what we'll find when we arrive.
To be fair, it didn't seem like any of the tieflings that we know. Any of the Duskbloods that we know. Right?
Did I recognize them? Have I seen them before in terms of the Dustblood we've met?
No, not Dimitri, no.
I didn't. I don't know how tight the Duskblood community is, if you may recognize them.
We will go.
I don't know that many, to be fair.
All go to Sunday lunch.
I feel like all the ones I know, you guys know as well, so it's okay. Yeah. Portal up.
Yeah.
It's done.
Portal, as it opens, just sheer heat comes through it. And Forge is like, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Forge.
Thanks for all the work as well.
Not a problem. Just
And hopefully we see you in a better world.
well, I hope. Just try not to die just yet. It's nice to see my children getting on with new friends.
We'll give our
Try
best.
not to.
Okay, yeah, and as you all step through the portal, just as the arcane energy swirl, you just land in this scorched, charred scar of a town. All of the buildings have become debris that slowly makes up this makeshift volcano in the center. As you land there and you see fire swirling from above and this immense heat. You see the inhabitants of the town chained, working, building this volcano up higher. And just this bear in like thick armor with a whip just cracking as they keep building this up. And then you see armor upon the top of the volcano. This armor is on a female form. And you just hear, I am the Magma King, and I will bring the end to this place. As like rains of fire bolts down. Perception check from all of you, please, as you're stepping through this portal.
12.
12.
No.
Natural one?
No, nice.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. I heard natural
Nice.
1. Sorry, you cut out just. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
19.
24.
24. 19. Okay, so Morticia, you don't notice this because you're focused on getting the portal open and everyone else, and you're probably seeing all this other carnage that's going on around you.
I was focused on the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, William, Xanthi, and Dimitri, you do see just like this red-skinned female form that's just like, what are you doing? You're going to give away a position. Come. She's gesturing to you three as like all this carnage is going on around.
I think much being distracted taking a as well, just suddenly. So okay.
There's no choice. Let's go.
Let's figure out what the fuck's going on again.
Yep.
This looks like hell.
You know what? You make a very good point. It does seem kind of homely. Anyway.
As you get there, this red-skinned elemental kind of takes off her cloak slightly. Very well put together, wearing scraps of like leather and half-plate armor, whatever she could find. Kind of shaven both sides of the hair. What's left is like kind of like a faux hawk. That kind of is like this bright yellowy blondish color. She's got like battle bruises everywhere on like skin it's showing, and she's just like, you lot were gonna get torched alive. You got a death wish?
If I say no, will it make you believe it?
Well, after what I've seen, no.
Exactly, so there's no point. I think you already know the answer. Anyway.
What the fuck is going on?
And sorry, who are you?
Okay, now don't laugh. My parents didn't have an imagination. I'm Kindor Ignason.
Yeah, they've been having a bit of imagination, I see.
Yeah, who would have
Like
thought?
the red skin.
No,
Yeah,
because I'm a
okay.
fire elemental.
Same difference.
I think it's a good name.
Thank you.
We've heard Jupiter, I'll give you that. You're not
Yes.
the worst name we've heard.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, I'll be honest. But no, we should be safe in this little building here until they come. You picked a bad time to come to Demwich.
Or we picked the right time.
Right time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what, you got
As you
a
said, Demwich.
magic wand in one of your little fancy suits there?
We actually do have a wand.
Got one of these. Though I don't think it will be most effective here.
No, the place already seems on fire.
A little bit, yes.
Let's not add to it.
Okay.
You asked, we just told.
Yeah, irony's not lost on me. Okay, let's start with this. Why are you here, I guess?
Would you believe it if we said we're here to kill what's sitting on that throne?
I mean, I would be happy, but I don't necessarily believe it.
We are very strong.
We should probably get further away because since someone's also activated, it's going to know that all three are here.
I can help. Door.
Yeah, just like pull out a key, doorway opens, and just like, you people are the weirdest people I've met, and I've like,
Yeah, you might want to join us.
What?
You'll be
you
safe.
You've also got to give her permission. Remember, I'm pretty sure that's what he told you.
Information.
No, you have to give her permission to
Yeah,
actually.
you can come in. Please come in.
Okay.
You are welcome.
As we step through this doorway into a hall, Morticia, what does your hallway look like as we step into your little mansion?
So I'm imagining like marble floors, a big ass statue of a fucking dragon, which we killed, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Gold, fully gold. Bright flames all around it, but the flames are not red, the flames are black.
Okay.
So it
Nice.
contrasts quite nicely with the marble floors.
Okay.
And the top of the dragon, it's dripping blood.
So like a blood fountain instead of a water fountain?
Kinda, yeah.
I'm gonna pat this stranger on the back and go, I apologize, she's a little unhinged.
Turns around to you. A little?
You get used to it.
She grows on you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, our butlers are not the dragon, our butlers are the doctor. In the tutu.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to decline service from here on out. I'll just do stuff myself.
So these elderly, gaunt, skinny men dressed in tutus come out to you and just like bows and offers to like take your coats and things like that.
They nice. Smile for me.
I have
I
mixed
think
feelings
this
right
is-
now.
This is
I
just,
hate this.
Yeah.
I know that it seems normal in your mind, but for us, no.
I like the eternal servitude kind of thing. And this seems very
Oh, I
fitting.
can see where you get it, honestly. Apple really didn't fall far from the tree on that one.
As like these doctor servants come out, you see Kindle kind of hide behind you guys and it's just like, why the hell is he here?
Oh, that's our mortal enemy, and she has some kind of thing that she wants him to be forever remembered in this palace as a servant. Okay, she's more unhinged than I seem to make it out. I apologize.
And you know of him?
He was in Demwich less than 2 days ago.
Of course he fucking was.
He dropped off some people here. And then soon after that, we became the center of this volcanic apocalypse.
Yeah, sounds like something you'd have a hand in.
He dropped off. Yeah.
Do you remember who? Like what they look like?
How
many?
So. Okay, I can do this. So he dropped off this blue-skinned tiefling. She was very strong, had a big sword. Said she was the right hand of the doctor. Long blue hair. Kind of hot, not gonna lie. But yeah, she fought with this other one he brought here who was saying is the Magma King.
Yep.
They came together?
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
I don't know. He looked like a pretty normal. I mean, he kind of looked a little bit like you. I'm not gonna lie. But then he said we had something of his here, and then, in all honesty, Demwich used to be quite the thriving thieves' town. So we did steal a fair bit of stuff. So we probably did have something of his. But he broke into our vault, come back out with this glowing armor. That started part one of the apocalypse. Him and the blue-haired one had a falling out. that started part 2. Then there was this kind of like lilacly skinned Dustblood. She kind of had like this white face paint over her face, these red eyes, bald. The blue one said to her, round them up. She turned into a bear and started gathering the people of the town to work on this, I don't know, volcano, they called it. I mean, it's kind of like a makeshift mound of building. Anyway. And the last one was just this, they were wearing like this armor. They didn't say anything. They just, anyone that tried to run, they just vaporized.
And they are all still here.
Well, one of them did die by the other one. Well, as far as I know, they had a fight, and then now that blue Duskblood is wearing his armor, so I don't think he would have given it up out the kindness of his heart. The purple one, the lilac one, she's still here. She's the bear. They call her the sergeant.
Yeah.
And I presume it's a knight. I don't know. They didn't carry a sword or a shield, just was shooting magic from its hands. That one's gone quiet since they started building. I don't know where that one is. But he also, the doctor, when he left here a couple of days ago, he left these kind of devices. They kind of look like hourglasses with like crystals in the middle, in a circle. And then, I don't know, did they activate them? Did they do something? Because all of a sudden, the people of this town started to age rapidly. And then from minimal destruction became maximum destruction, and then they started building that.
I think we need to be smart about this. We can just go hit up the main guy and get Kometflare from them.
Well, that's really surprising. I thought you would just say, let's go punch him.
I really want to.
Considering that the last plan that you tried didn't go out too well, thinking of something might be actually advantageous for once.
Yeah, we need a plan.
So maybe we go for the objects first. Because
Yeah,
that is what's stopping the population from acting out. And then they can help us go against the smallers, and then we go against the big boy. Big girl, sorry.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned that these hourglasses and crystals are speeding things up or something along those lines?
Well, like I said, they came 2 days ago, and that's when their first attack was less than a day, but they've already done so much damage.
So it's safe to say that time is very much at play here. We need to do something
I think so.
and fast.
Dimitri, do you have any spell that can like help you dispel the arcane?
I do, but I can't do it that often.
I can do it too. Depending on the amount of objects we might have to do it too, we might be able to do it. How many were there? Do you remember?
I mean, I can show you where they are. If one of you that's sneaky wants to come with me, I can show you where they are.
No, actually,
Yeah, I don't think we do sneaky.
I can't get rid of magic from an object. I can only get rid of something that's been cast, like then and there.
I can do it quite a few times. I can do it 3, 5, and I can upcast it. And it does work on objects as well, so...
Can we not just destroy the said crystals? Just thinking about saving your magic.
Do you want to leave that magic to just... boom?
True. Do you think it will explode?
I think it would explode.
Okay.
But maybe we can put them all together and they just use it once and then it just dispels everything.
Ugh,
Are any of us sneaky?
not really. Well,
No.
yes, but I'll have to swap armor.
I'm not as bad as I used to be.
I'm about as good as I used to be if I swap armor.
I'm average.
I'm decently stealthy, but in this armor, not very.
I can get changed.
Sure.
I still have the option to turn us all invisible. I just can't turn Aethon invisible.
Aethon can stay here maybe for now. Oh no, we cannot stay here. Does not
No,
work.
you can stay here as long as you keep the door open. Well, materialize. That's what you said. As soon as you retract the door, that's when people fall out.
Fair, okay. So we all go invisible and go together?
Possibly.
That's up to Xanthi.
As
Got
long
it.
as we are avoiding a fight,
That's
I
the
would
plan.
feel- yeah, fair
But-
enough.
A fight might come to us.
Perhaps we could leave Ethon within a distance that he could hear a whistle and come gallop towards us.
This is entirely up to you. But then you got to think of the risk factor of them. These kind of like people that are now kind of zealot-esque because they're under the control unwillingly, finding him and then trying to, offer him as part of a offering because they're trying to appease the people that are constantly giving them pain.
And we would be leaving a door there regardless, right?
But we're leaving a door kind of in this wall that we put in originally.
And
Don't you have some
so-
sort of mental connection with Aethon?
no, it is. He will listen to orders if I give them in advance.
I mean, I can make a somewhat invisible clone of myself. And if you give it something to hold and then I'm attacked... No, that's not how it works.
Wait. You can make an invisible clone of yourself.
Yeah, but it's like not... If you sneeze at it, it will die.
Okay. You can make an eyeball. Pointing at Dimitri.
Yes, I can.
So if you make the invisible clone that carries around the eyeball for Dimitri, since you know where it is and you can tell the clone where to go, then Dimitri can see where they are. What do we think?
Pretty good idea, to be fair. We won't be in danger.
You must be the greatest people I've ever come across. Or at least the smartest.
No,
Yes,
definitely
For
not.
sure. Yes.
I jump off things quite regularly. I jumped off an airship twice.
He does have wing boots.
That's why I have flying boots now, yeah.
I mean, a broken clock's right twice a day?
Yeah, I have my days. Or hours. Technically it's hours. So what do we
Okay.
think? Invisible clone carries eyeball, so she
Yeah.
can show us where they are?
And I will cast guidance
Sure.
on you.
Yeah, and she will cast Unseen Servant.
And then I will cast Arcane Eye.
Go out. The door is open.
Quick question. Do you have to focus on this eyeball? like concentrate on it?
I do, yes.
Okay, so you couldn't invisibility as well, because if I remember correctly, that's also you have to focus on that as well.
No, it comes invisible.
It comes even better, because hopefully there won't be a dragon with true sight that will see it anyway.
Yeah, no, right?
Don't worry about the dragon thing.
No, I'm just gonna say I still have to be within 60 foot of the clone of myself, so I may still have to go out. I'm pretty sneaky. And worst case scenario, this eyeball should see if I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I shouldn't be changing, is what I'm hearing, because it takes a while to swap between the two of them.
Please don't.
Okay.
So we get a good plan.
Okay. So if this is your plan, I am not going to roll stealth for Kindle. You guys are. So one of you is going to roll stealth for her because I'm not.
Want to risk it?
No, I want to give you guys the agency to activate your plan if this is your plan. I don't want to be a DM. It's like, oh, it's my turn to play. You guys just sit and watch me. So there's a joke about playing myself, but I'm going to skip over that one.
Let's skip over that.
Yeah.
Just for housekeeping. In this event, would I still get disadvantage on the stealth, or would that be quashed in this circumstance?
For what?
Rolling the stealth for her, would I still get the disadvantage because of heavy armor?
No,
Blah,
no,
blah,
no, no.
blah,
You're
or would
going
that
to
be
roll with
quashed in
her
this?
modifier.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, you essentially you're gonna whoever rolls the
Can I go
d20
last?
is gonna add +8 to their roll.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
I vote 10. She's reliable in rolls.
Okay.
I'm concentrating on an eye. Sorry.
And we all know how famously bad I am.
It's like, sorry, this eye takes a lot of my concentration. I can't physically roll a dice while I'm
Roll a
concentrating
dice.
on this spell.
Guidance, though.
Yeah, you did guidance her. So the first one, obviously, she'll be in range of guidance, so you'll be able to do guidance, but you won't be able to do it after that. So I'll tell you what, guardians last for a minute, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, does it specify it has to be the next roll?
The target can
so.
roll.
Because if it doesn't specify the next roll, I'll say you can use the guidance when you want to.
I don't think it does not
It's
specify.
a one ability check of its
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, of your
it's
choice.
one.
So yeah, so there's going to be a couple of
Only use
stealth
the
checks to
guidance
roll.
needed, yeah.
So you'll have that guidance to use if needed. So you don't have to waste it on the first one because you only get the one guidance because unless Morticia's going to go with them.
No.
Which is that we'll do a lot of things, but okay, yeah. So I think we'll take a break right there, and then we'll come back with the stealth rolls.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. We'll go for a break. So, stealth checks. As Kindle is going out to obviously... Kindle's going out to stay within 60 foot of her invisible unseen servant to keep holding the eye so she can show you where the things are. However, you'll still need to make a stealth check. So first one for Kindle, please. Who's rolling it?
Should we go down or up?
I can, if you want to, I can rip the band-aid off, but it's going to be terrible.
Go for it.
Sure, go ahead.
You have guidance if you need it.
So +8.
The first one's probably the least critical.
So dirty 20.
That's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Surprising for me because it's 12 +8, but yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So yeah, first breath. Take the unseen servant, pivots your eye down. Perception check through the eye, please, Dimitri.
17.
17. So yeah, it's like this. Got this metal circle. That has this hourglass mounted in it that spins. So it spins around the circle. So sorry, it's two circles, two bits of metal circle. One so the hourglass can rotate, one so it kind of holds it in place. You also see like this crystal embedded in the center of the hourglass. It's kind of like a diamond-like shape. The hourglass kind of has this liquid, like, well, in this one, it's got the remnants of the liquid in it. And it's slowly... The revolutions are slowly starting to stop on this one.
Okay.
Do you want to continue looking for the next one?
I would say, I'm simply wanting to find all of them.
Yeah, grab them all and
I guess.
Well, it's an eye. I can't grab it, but
I guess grab the locations.
yeah.
Okay, so give me a history check, Dimitri Warp, for this one, so you can commit this one to memory.
Oh, okay.
DC's 10 for the first one.
So that would be a 5. Alright, I got it memorized.
I've got it.
Move on.
I mean, worst case scenario, Kindle can take you back around there. You will remember it somewhat, but after seeing all of them. Okay, so...
Why isn't the unseen servant just grabbing one? And as you go with the eye? I thought that the eye and the unseen servant were going together, but...
Yeah.
So it's carrying the eye because the person that has the unseen servant knows the city better than we do.
Oh, okay.
So it's saving us time by her escorting the eye around because, otherwise it would be... Yeah. Flying blind, for lack of better terms.
And also, the unseen servant can only carry so much weight. It can't.
I mean... Yeah.
It has a strength.
Also, she's
2.
left the building, so we can't even pass the message of, hey, can you get that to pick it up for us now? So,
Okay.
the plan's working fine so far. Let's not put any more wrenches in it.
Next stealth check.
Santiago?
Yeah, we're going down? Okay. Oh, not too bad. +8, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
24.
24, nice. So this next breath is quite okay. You do see the bear directing more traffic, so to speak, of the more people working. You get a good look at this with the eye. These people are mixed, like these people are just villagers that live here. There's like a couple of elemental humans, a couple of dwarfs, and they're just like bringing more debris, building up this mountains, this volcano almost. You go unnoticed through this one, and perception check through the eye, please.
16.
16. Again, this spin is slowly starting to. However, there's more liquid in this. It's kind of like a greeny kind of ooze type liquid. There's more left in this one, so the spin is a little bit more faster. And this one, you notice, is kind of like got like a barrier around it. So like as you get a bit closer, the magic kind of gets interfered with slightly. Like it kind of like as you get close to this one, as it's still working fully. Next stealth check for the next one.
A natural one.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth to use the guidance. I don't think it is. Just in case, okay.
Can we go above? We like double digits potentially.
Okay, so it's a 4, so
13.
plus 8, 13.
13? Okay. As the eye is being moved around, you see the third one now. This one has been completely depleted of liquid, not even any residue left in it. Also, the diamond at the center of it has cracked, and that's slowly like crumbling away. And this is not spinning whatsoever. But like there's like this warm, like overheating feeling, like a heat wave kind of effect you can see rippling through. With a 13 though, all of a sudden your eye just is left levitating, no longer being held by the unseen servant, as it rotates around to see this figure in this silver knight-like armor. Just, no. Spies get punished. Let's take you to the boss. Oh, you don't want to come willingly? No problem. More fun for me. And you just see like this magic just stretch out, and these chains come out of the ground and bind her to her spot. And the knight just goes off, because the eye stays up for like an hour, so you can see this as much as you want, right? As long as you're looking through it.
As long as I'm concentrating, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
An hour.
So, yeah, you see the knight disappear, and then this bear comes up, and the knight's like, no, not that form, my dear. Do it close and personal. Make the doctor proud. And the bear shifts back into this purple skinned tiefling form, withdraws 2 daggers from its holsters. And you just see this brutal beheading take place.
Well, only Dimitri does.
But yeah, Dimitri does, yeah. With that, are you still looking through the eye, or have you come away from the eye now?
Yeah, I'll keep it up.
No, but I mean, like,
I'm assuming because the bear turned back into
the purple skin tiefling, yeah, the Duskblood.
I'm assuming, does Dimitri recognize said Duskblood? Or they?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't you? Because you've met people before. So if you recognize them,
that is how that normally works. Yeah.
Yeah. I will message you.
Okay.
If you meet people, you normally recognize them. Yeah.
It might not be. I'll wait for the message.
Might be someone else you recognize. Who knows? He said you recognized him. That boat has sailed.
Yeah, I mean, but you did go
Right?
you did go to a whole
City
place
full
where
of
there was a load of
half-bloods.
dust bloods.
Dust bloods. That's it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've been on board with Sandor Ruby Wisp, that he was a dust blood.
And a bunch of other dust
Yeah,
bloods.
so
Yeah.
you've seen a lot of dust bloods.
Almost too many.
Yeah, so I'll come out of it. We lost Kindle.
Yeah, you look very pale.
They got spotted. She got beheaded.
Wow, fuck, they really are playing. Jeez.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, one more thing I need to message you about this, Dimitri. Sorry.
oh, okay, yeah, it's fine.
Huh.
I'm just compiling my thoughts.
Do you need a bucket? You look like you're gonna throw up.
Maybe. The person that beheaded them. It's Willow. But they seem to look older.
Oh, now both of you are looking
Yeah.
very white.
Yeah.
You good there? Pull yourself together, because anger leads to unrational behavior. Will probably get us all killed, and then we're no good to anybody.
So we're going there, right?
What about the hourglass, the crystals?
It's on the way, right?
Yeah, sure. I think
So-
a little bit.
I'm pretty fast on Aethon. Perhaps I could ride around and destroy the crystals while...
To be honest,
I can
I thought-
dispel them as well. So if you can
Oh.
just bring them all together.
Also, I'm going to say, now you're not looking through the eye, I will give you an Arcana check, Dimitri, to see if you can try and work out what they are doing.
Sure.
I'll give you advantage on it,
Thank you.
because you have seen
Dimitri's
3
not-
of them.
Dimitri's not the smartest. Okay. 16.
16. That is good enough. They seem to be doing some kind of time manipulation. Each one seems to be set to run a certain amount of allotted amount of time into the future. Given the fact that you remember Willow not looking as old as you've seen her, now she looks like she's aged about 10 years.
Yeah, I'll relay this. Yeah, it looks like that's what's causing the aging process. The 3 that I saw, the first one, it seemed like it was running out because there was a lot of like liquid left. Second one, there was a lot left, and the third one I think was done because it was already cracking. So you don't necessarily have to find all of them, just the ones that are still running.
So the first and the second.
So first and second, I don't know. I didn't see the fourth one. There was a fourth one, right?
Yeah, there's more. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
know
there
how
was
many
one
more.
Oh, okay. But I don't know about the others.
So focus on the ones that are the
Confirmed.
fastest, or
Yeah,
How do
they'll
we
be
tell?
spinning.
okay.
The second one did have some sort of shield to it, so I don't know what that was about. So the others
Did it
might have be the
appear-
same.
Physical or magical shield?
From my understanding, I think it was more magical based.
Sketch.
Yes.
If we had enough time, would you allow us to take a short rest while we were in here?
Yeah, I could say you could take a short rest, yeah. Because you guys weren't
Then-
physically... Even like you, Dimitri, if you want to, you could take a short rest, because you weren't physically doing anything. I'll allow that.
I will then use Sanguine Recall, and I will drink a potion.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll technically second wind to get it back, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. During the short rest, I'll just go back into the eye and just whatever time I have left, just to
Scout around.
Yeah.
Well, you know what look like now. No one can see that, hopefully. So just see if you can find any more.
Yeah. I'll try.
Okay. And yeah, I might as well take this small break that we're having. I'm gonna meditate and see if I can speak to the other versions of myself, if that makes sense.
Okay.
See if they have any helpful tips that they want to, what's the word? Enlighten me with.
Okay. Perception check for you. Continue to look through the eye, Dimitri. And then for you communicating with the other things, what do you want to ask?
Yeah. Just for like any tips in fighting, anything that might be useful in this if it does turn into an actual brawl.
As you start to look inwards, for a moment, the time around you begins to slow until it stops, and then you're in your own little world, so to speak. And this figure just bubbles up out of the blood that's there, and it's just like, back so soon.
Hey, you're the one that said that we could have conversations. I should probably learn from you guys.
Yes, I didn't realize it would be so.
Well, I'd
quick.
actually want to talk to the people that owned it previously. Hey, we all share this now, and eventually I'm going to be a part of this duo, and we're going to make it a trio. So let's get used to each other as a company.
Why do you say duo?
Because there was a second one here at some point, but I'm guessing that one's faded away now.
Oh, you've only met two of us.
Yeah, that's the only two. There's you, and then there's the one that was really shadowy. I haven't seen any others yet.
Oh, that's good. That's more than normal.
Okay, that more than normal. Wait, am I only meant to see the one?
No, I mean, like, the last... When it was my turn to be the wielder, I only ever saw one.
Yeah, the other guy's not really talkative, and he doesn't show up that often.
Maybe you're seeing, like, all of the owners through the generations.
Oh.
But,
so any neat tricks you can pass on just in case it still turn into an absolute blog, which, let's be honest, I'm all down for, but my friends kind of want to avoid that if possible. Yeah, well, thanks, Captain Obvious. Didn't think of that one. There's a reason why this has a shield.
I don't know. This situation seems dire. I suppose focus on taking the powerful one out first, I guess. I've never dealt with a situation such as this when it was...
Or as an Imperium, some kind of magic caster, and I think they were a druid, the other one? Would you say going for the suit of armor on top of the throne would be the best call of action? At least for us.
Maybe if an Imperium user goes against an Imperium user, you're taking out the obvious power leap, I guess, but I wouldn't... You're definitely a different person to me. I just wanted to feel my own selfish needs, whereas you want to do more. I'm probably not the best person to ask.
It's kind of like a really cool kind of war council thing we have going on. What do you think about the spellcaster? Because, they have a lot of variables. We don't know what they can cast. They did some kind of restraint magic, Dimitri was saying, so...
I'm just getting a feeling there's more than...
Meets the eye here?
More than one unknown in this battle.
Mm. Alright, great talk. If anything comes up, feel free to try and contact me and send that to any of the others that might show up, I guess.
Of course. I think it's
Just
a
try not to
learning
do it when
experience.
our lives are in danger, though.
Yes, I think it's a learning experience for us all in this little headspace you have here.
Let's just be honest, it's kind of a war council. That's what it is.
Yes, I don't think it's supposed to work quite like this, but it's a refreshing change.
Hey, maybe... excuse me, maybe you just weren't as adept to this specific Imperium as you thought you were?
Either that or you're trying to use it in a way that it's not supposed to be used.
Well, it hasn't fought against me too much. It made the point that I could stop my heart at any time, which I respect.
Maybe because you haven't given it reason yet. And then it begins to like chuckle and the chuckle just fades and then you're back in the room. Room speeding up to normal pace.
God, you're really uncomforting sometimes. Sorry, did I say that one out loud? Apologies. Yeah. Well, I didn't get any useful information. We just had a conversation about how the situation looks, and both the spellcaster and the big guy on the throne are both unknown variables that we don't know anything about. So,
Say we go for it.
in any guerrilla warfare, you normally try and take out one at a time, but we don't really have the necessary time for that.
I agree that we should strike together where possible, but perhaps we'll need to adapt to things as they arise. So, stick together to a degree, as much as possible, and
But
strike together.
don't get too worried if we end up fighting alone. We should be able to contact each other anyway, remember the whole implant thing that all the Imperiums kind of share? At least us three. You're kind of up ship's creek without a paddle, so stay next to one of us.
I'm not fighting
Or-
Willow.
You try and go for the big guy. Maybe the Arbor will see what it sees in them in you, and switch sides.
I was, thinking I was going for the big one, but if Willow's there, well, I mean, if they're all similar to Willow, why would they're all just puppets?
It's all
to the
kind of
doctor?
innocent, yeah.
Let's all go towards the big guy. And if they come, the magic user and Willow come, then we fight them, but let's try and take him out. I know it's the complete opposite of what I was saying before, but I kind of agree with your armor. I think
Yeah,
that
we have too many unknown variables, especially with a spellcaster that all we know so far can do restraintive magic.
I don't know how this magic would have affected her, but there are ways to break free, presuming it is not of her free will at this point.
And there's a high
Yes.
chance that if we can free the civilians, they'll also turn and assist. But once again, that's putting a lot of innocent people in harm's way if they do. It's just too messy. Unless
we gotta
try
make a
and take
decision.
we try and lure them outside of the city itself.
You still got your perception check on looking over what else.
Yeah,
So
I
will give you that
I rolled a
information
6.
before you do anything. So 17 you said?
No, I rolled a 6.
Oh, 6.
For my perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard 17
You were
somewhere.
wishing for a 17.
Yeah.
I mean, can I take the 17 if you're offering it?
That means at some point you're going to use that 6. And that might be for a death save.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll keep the 6.
But hovering around the city, you do find 5 more locations for these devices. 4 of them are running at like optimal strength. As you go near one of them, that's why your score's so low. It kind of like fizzles out and comes back too. You do see, however, that the people, there's like the people of the town, they are being, each one of these bosses, should we say, is governing a certain set of people, and they seem to be in control of them. You've got the Willow figure in control of the ones still doing the building. You've got the Knight variable that is controlling ones that are just like in cages. You have this other figure that just seems to be a regular person. You can't really get a good read on them, just looks like a humanoid figure. They seem to be also watching cages. And then you have up the top where this, all the debris and everything's being built up into this mechanical volcano. They have cages upon cages of people, and they seem to be the ones that are struggling the most, somewhat draining the energy of them in the cages up top. But to get up top, these other 3 bits are occupying any side you would go. You would see that.
Okay.
I have a crazy idea. After this information has been shared, this is where this idea.
I would say
Okay.
it.
How about, but hear me out, we leave. You take a good mental image of where the big guy is. Make a portal to wherever we are to there. Me and Zampy go in, smash the big guy, throw them through the portal. We fight the big guy on our own terms wherever we were originally when we left.
Sure, we can do it here. Would I be able to cast the portal towards the inside of our mansion?
No. You wouldn't be able to. That would cause some kind of rift in space.
It's like putting a bag of holding inside a portable hole.
Yeah. Slightly worse, but yeah.
Yeah, the equivalent of...
I mean,
So-
it's risky.
But we get to pick the field of where we fight. We only take the one that we want to fight with. After that, we shut the portal down. We deal with that, come back, deal with the rest.
Okay.
It's either that or it's guerrilla warfare.
What if they're able to like resist and push you off the mountain and you fall? I mean, you have flying boots, but
I have flying boots.
something. You take Aethon?
If I am on Aethon, I should be fine, at least initially.
I think I still have a potion of flying if you need it.
And if you all think that's a bad idea, we can just think of something else. But we need to think of something, because the longer those things are spinning, the worse this is for everybody.
And I feel like it will affect us whilst we remain here. At least not here, but
Outside, yeah.
outside. Yeah.
I'm down.
I think it is a good idea. I just hope that it will go through, that there is not some magical means to prevent it. But we can give it a shot.
Certainly hope.
I will dispel the mansion
Okay.
and start creating the portal to take us out of here.
Yeah.
And then
Where would we want to
where
fight?
should we go? Some desert that we've seen, that we know about.
Or some kind of open field or something, yeah.
Can I do a history check to see if I recall any space like that?
Describe your place in the Badlands where
Sure.
there is wide open space. We could go there.
Let's go there.
So I will try.
Okay. So you're opening a portal to make another portal to the
So
Badlands.
I'm making a portal towards the Badlands so that we can go there. And then once we are there, I will create another portal towards the volcano
Try and
Where-
kidnap the person.
to kidnap the guy so that we can pull him through the portal and bring him to the Badlands.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ma-
It's a plan.
makes-
It's a plan.
Makes sense.
It's on our level of bullshit.
Let me. I'm sorry. I have to be a bit pedantic here.
Because that stuff it won't work.
I'm just gonna check that quickly. I don't want to say no, but at the same time, I feel that is, at least to my knowledge, that is a very far stretch. That's why I'm just checking everything. You got to report.
Just one of those moments where we have to make sure everything works. See, this is
So
what happens
the-
when I don't
the-
get to jump off something.
Yeah. So from what it says here, travel is only one way.
Okay.
It's not like a doorway where you can do. When we're out of combat, yeah, we did do that because potentially you have time to make another one, open another
Yeah.
one. But potentially, if you make it from here to the Badlands, it would only go from here to the Badlands. And if you make
Fuck
another
that.
one, yeah, so you can't. You could do what you want to do, but then you have to make another one from the volcano to back to the Badlands.
Back to the Badlands. Yeah. Okay.
It's not like
So-
because this is like a. It's not like Portal or like Teleport or anything like that. It's like a low level version of it, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. That does make sense.
All right. I'll scrap that plan.
Yeah, it's reading it's a one way doorway. So
It's still not a bad idea to get the drop on them, though.
Mm.
If
Yeah, but
it's
then we still have the
worth
3
to get
underling
there.
to deal with.
I mean, we only really need to go through one because they are kind of in a circle around us.
Yeah,
I
I was
assume.
going to ask that.
So if we go only back to one of them,
One.
and we take a moment to destroy also the temporal thingies, maybe it can help us.
but now you
Um,
are out of your mansion. If that still happened, if you
Yes.
still did that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Okay. I need you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
11.
30.
30.
13.
13.
16?
16. Okay. So Morticia, you somehow pass. I don't know with the 30, just about pass. The rest of you do fail, unfortunately, and you all age 10 years.
Oh.
So we probably should go destroy that.
But yeah, so Morticia, as you're talking to them, you just see like especially William, because of nonsense, he technically is the eldest. You just see him slowly like start to get a bit more like elder in the face.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can feel it.
Don't want to scare you guys, but maybe we should really destroy those things. I can feel the youth drain. Where's the closest?
Closest
yeah.
one- Yeah, I mean, Dimitri would know, yeah.
It's this way.
No, I would say, given the fact you had the extra look around as well, you do remember the locations of them. And the closest one to you is about 40 foot from where you currently are.
Are we wanting to split up or?
Sure.
Maybe you and them be on air form, go destroy the crystals, and we get ready to start a riot.
Sure.
Okay.
And so
Try and unchain some people.
Okay. And Xanthi, what?
Yep, just reaching a hand down to pull Demwich on
Thank
with
you.
their thumb.
Okay. So, whose team break crystals? Whose team cause problems?
I think me and William are the break cross
We're the
problems.
problem.
Yes.
The problem. You're the problem.
Of course we are.
Oh,
Okay. And Dimitri and Xanthi are on.
Xanthi.
Yes. Okay.
Crystal
So
strikes.
we will go. Dimitri, Xanthi, you will ride up to the first crystal. You now, Dimitri, see that it's completely stopped spinning. Crystal has now dusted, and the residual drops are left have completely gone.
Okay. Looks like this one's finished. We'll move on to the second one.
And we'll get Aethon to canter towards it.
Okay. Yeah, this second one, as you rally up there, are you doing this stealthy, or how are you approaching this?
Well, I'm hoping with the distraction we don't need to, is my thought.
Valid point. So hold that thought as you're walking through town. William and Morticia, how are you going to cause a I don't want to ask this. How are you going to cause a bit of distraction? What angle are you going to make my life hell from?
can you make grief?
I have oil. I cannot make
Oh,
grease.
that'll fucking work. And he's just gonna slice his leg with his sword and ignite the sword and just make some oil somewhere then.
I guess I'll throw a bottle of oil.
And yeah, I'll just try and set the oil on fire with the sword as we go.
Burn everything that is already burned.
So
Pay attention.
immediately as you guys are starting to run on Aethon to the second one, you just see I mean, if they didn't fucking notice that, that'd be a miracle. You guys also, before going to the second one, see the Night Figure and Willow start making their way to the explosions.
Nice.
So they're people being left unattended, and you also can make your way to the second.
How far away would they be?
From where so they're probably 60 foot away from this, the marker where you're trying to stop, yeah.
Could Xanthi take out the wand of fireballs and send a fireball their way?
You can indeed.
Just adding to the distractions from afar?
Yeah.
So
What saved?
Dex save. 15, I believe.
Oh, one's a fail. The knight fails. Willow succeeds. Yeah, so as they're walking over, just can you roll me some damage?
Yep. So that's 25.
25, okay. 25 points. Fire damage. You see Willow kind of half transform. Her feet become like an eagle, wings sprout from her back, and she jumps up into the air after that fireball explosion and starts heading towards you two, where this big bray of explosions are going off towards. And you hear the knight go, "You go find out what they are. I'll set the reverse." And the knight kind of just walks around to the points in front of you, to trying to get to the devices in front of you. But you will now have arrived at the second device. This one is still spinning. There's still liquid in it. Dimitri, as you go near it, you can feel it absorbing magic, which is, yeah.
I don't know if maybe physical attacks will be better. I don't really have actually any spells. Just spell magic.
I can give it a go. And she will take out Battleborn and kind of raise it above her head, bring it down, crashing into the crystal.
Give me an attack roll.
Sure thing. 27.
27 will hit.
For 13 damage.
13. Okay. That is enough. As it like this shockwave goes from it. I need both of you to make dexterity saving. I'll get it right in a minute. Dexterity saving throws. Jeez, now I know what it feels like to be Kisban.
Yeah, I feel you, bud.
Would Eton need to make it too?
Oh yeah, you're riding him, right?
Yep. That's a 4 for Xanthi.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
I was going to be mean and say technically you two should be at disadvantage for it because you're on Earth. But no, I will not. I'll just give you straight rolls.
Aethon is a 20.
Okay.
I have a natural 20. My stave, but I'm assuming Pabu needs to make one. So
if he's on, with you, yeah.
What's his plus?
For a deck save, let's say +5.
Come on, buddy. I'm so sorry, buddy. 11 for Pabu.
So the shockwave hits. Aethorn kind of stands strong through a shockwave. He is going to take some damage for that, though. But Xanthi, you are thrown off of Aethorn. Dimitri, you managed to stay on Aethorn with your save, but Pabu is just like blasted off your shoulder.
Oh boy!
Off again.
Seems like it.
So that would be 25 points of force damage for those who failed. So for 12 points for those who succeeded.
From mounted combatant, it says if your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dex save to take only half damage, instead takes no damage if it succeeds the saving throw.
Perfect, yeah.
So is Aethon
nice?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Aethon tanks that.
I imagine Pabu goes poof, right?
He does go poof, but luckily because of your new abilities, you can just re-summon him because he is now you, technically.
He's going to be really pissed.
Yeah,
he's going to be mad at me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get you back when I can.
Yeah, perfect. However, that shockwave, I need a roll. Okay, good to know.
Oh, where were the distraction?
Yeah, I think they were the distraction. Should we go also for the things on the floor? I don't know.
I need you two, however, my distraction twins. I need you two to roll initiative as you see this half eagle, half dustblood form just soar down towards you guys.
Oh, that's Willow.
Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt, isn't it?
17.
Okay.
12.
She got 27, 17, and 12. And so Willow acts first as she dives down, immediately comes in between you two, spins and takes 2 strikes, one at you, Morticia, one at you, William. I'll roll Williams first. That'll be a 25 to hit.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. 1 second. I'll use a hit dice, and that is now 32.
Okay.
So.
And Morticia, that's a natural 1, so that will miss. So yeah, as she comes down, that brings us to Morticia, as she used her movement speed and everything to get there. So.
Can I have a charisma saving throw?
A charisma saving throw, you certainly can. That will be a 18.
Just makes it. It was banishment.
Oh, good call. Good call. No.
That would be good.
Work.
Anything else for you, Morticia?
Bonus action, I will exert, and I will go for charisma.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to William.
You're gonna really hate me if I hit her, aren't you?
Just don't kill her.
Got it. Try and be as gentle as possible with a sword.
Just please.
Okay. If it's gonna feel say no, could I try and just hit in places that would more like debilitate them instead of kill them?
Yeah.
Like tendons and stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay. 13?
13 will miss.
Okay, next one. Fucking
Really?
hell, natural 20, 29.
Okay, that will hit.
Critical damage. Which is 11 slashing, and because I set my sword on fire, 9 fire.
Okay.
So also cauterizing the wounds as I make them.
Yeah. Just. Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else from you? Bonus action.
I could bonus action, but I've already said I don't need to do that. I guess I'll just stand here and hope for the best.
Okay. Good idea. We will get back
Action
to
hope.
we will get back to you guys just as Xanthi, as you're like shaking your head and you get back up on Aethorn, you start to hear footsteps coming closer.
Let's get to the next one.
Yeah.
Someone's coming.
Let's go. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. She will swig a potion as
Cool.
we're moving on to the next one.
Perfect. As you drink your potion, speed on to the next one, Dimitri being your guide. I need an initiative count from you, Xanthi, just to see if you can outpace this figure coming towards you.
Initiative, did you say?
Yes, please.
13?
13, just. You just managed to get away from there before they get there. Go into the third one. The third one is the one that's completely finished.
Yes. So I would remember to not go to that one.
Yeah, so you want to go to the one after it?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm just crossing them off as I go. Yeah, so making your way around to the fourth one. This one is where you see the humanoid figure that you didn't recognize when you was doing your eye look around. Can you get me a perception check, please?
15?
15. Good. So this just looks like a regular member of the Siberic Assembly. Nothing special about them, just regular Siberic Assembly armor, the gold with the purple.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay this to Xanthi and say, we want to do just keep going.
If we can, yes. If it needs to. Who should deal with things as they come up? Do you want me to hold them off, or?
I can deal with it if you want to keep going. You can concentrate on
I think we need to end these, but if you think it would be best to take them out first, we can try.
I think so. I guess we just have to see. Just when we do see Crystal, we'll try maybe attack it from a distance, if possible.
I can try. It will need to be with, and we'll change Xandria's spear into a bow.
Perfect. As you're still riding around, you do find the fourth one. This one is rotating really quick. But that does remind me. I need all of you to roll wisdom saving throws again.
20.
20.
18.
18.
8.
8.
Natural 20 for 25.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You're rolling all the nat 20s today. Gee.
Apparently.
Okay, so only William failed that one. And you age by 30 years.
Wow.
Lot 30 years? Okay.
I mean, he's lucky and unlucky.
Yeah.
It will affect him at some point, but it's
still annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Do we see any changes, like, as they are destroying the...
It's a good question. I will allow you to make a perception check on your turn. It will cost you a bonus action, and it won't cost you your full action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we get back to the top turn. So with Willow, Willow just snarls and just lunges towards you, Morticia. You left me. Oh, that one again.
Sorry.
Willow's there. Willow's in there fighting.
That is a 21 to hit. Wait.
That just hits.
Okay. I don't think it was a 21.
1 second. Where the fuck?
No,
Right.
it's 20.
Hit
It's
die
okay.
on-
I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah, but you're also still technically his sister or the closest thing to family he has, so no. Anyway, let me roll the d10 and see what happens. That's an 8, so that's a plus 8 to your AC.
So 29.
Okay. So you're safe. Willow just snarls even further, dropping her hybrid form and taking on the form of a bear with this armor that like fits over the bear. Yeah, that brings us to Morticia.
And I have a charisma saving throw.
You can. So she has advantage on spells, but because you've hexed her charisma, it's straight roll. 21. 17 plus 4.
Oof.
She doesn't want to go anywhere, evidently. And did you want a perception check for your bonus action?
Yes, I'll do that. Oh, 29.
29. So where this impact and this ripple of explosion happened, the buildings are still destroyed, but it's not like progress to the effect of building up towards this. You see like a part of this mechanical volcano start to like disappear from where like time has, if you were thinking time is affected, time has kind of stopped going forward and reverted back to how it was, or at least until it started getting really sped up.
Good. Yeah.
William, you're up.
I have a question that I might need answering. To feed an item to somebody, what would that entail? I'm guessing some kind of like strength or acrobatics or something as the action been taken?
Yeah, so if you're trying to feed it to someone, it's like going to be like someone that's hostile. It will be strength versus strength, just straight strength check versus strength check.
Okay, you know the recoverment that we all got. I want to see if I can feed that to Willow and it'll break the link that she has with the doctor, because it says it might cure most ailments, and I'm hoping my control is one of them. So he's going to try that.
Okay.
So contested strength, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Good shout.
Natural 19 for 24.
Okay. So she will fail the strength check.
Okay, I'm going to feed her this recoverment.
Okay, as you put the recoverment in her mouth,
Kind of just like clamp the snout shut, so she has no other choice.
You could definitely try that. As that goes through, it takes effect, but they still seem angry against you guys.
Okay, it didn't have the effect. I tried.
You do see some of her wounds start to heal up a little bit, though.
Fuck!
Fine.
Okay, yeah, no, that's everything because there's no reason to use a bonus action yet.
There's a reason I don't want to fight.
Okay, that brings us back to Xanthi and Dimitri, who's come up on the fourth one now, being very careful, seeing that Siberic Assembly Guard there. What do you want to do?
How many feet are there between each of these crystals?
Around 60 to 70. It's not a perfect measurement, but that's roughly the distance.
Well, the effects overlap,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Do you think you could get us close to it? I think I might be able to try to take out two at once.
I can try.
And will with Aethon, if there's enough movement to get us close to it.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to be focused on trying to attack it. So Dimitri's holding Aethon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I presume so.
I'm trying.
Okay, animal handling from Dimitri, please.
All right, we're buddies.
I will say it will be
We're not
advantage. It will be advantage
okay.
because Xanthi is still, Xanthi can tell it to, listen, I've got someone that don't know what they're doing riding you, just be careful.
Give him a hand.
Okay, that's a little bit better. 14.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, managed to hold him close enough. What are you going to do, Xanthi?
With the Javelin of Lightning, use the
Okay.
lightning bolt feature.
Okay.
And basically line them up. It says 120 feet,
Yeah.
and they'd need to make a dexterity save, but I don't know
So
the objects would.
I'm gonna say if you roll me an attack roll, and then we'll get we'll do the effects of I say you need to line it up to hit them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll say that'll be an attack roll. I think that's the fairest roll.
Sure. Do you want this at disadvantage then, because it's at a range, or?
I'll give it to you just flat roll.
Okay, cool. 16 plus 9, so 25.
Nice.
Amazing. Just and yeah, their dex save will automatically fail.
Then they will take some lightning damage.
Yes.
46. Uh, 12.
12 points, perfect, just enough. There, these two shatter. I do need a dexterity save though from you guys for the first one. You're still close enough from the first one for the aftermath of the first one. However, the second one does.
How close are we to the first one? I'm trying to gauge distance.
About 30 foot, I would say. You got because obviously you wanted to make sure Xanthi had enough of a wind back, but you didn't want to make it too far so that it would not hit the other one. So yeah.
Okay. At least we know.
Yeah, but
And it
this
was
thing kind of
dexterity, did you
yes,
say?
please. This thing kind of expands outwards, hitting about a 60-foot radius.
13 for Xanthi.
Okay.
I got 15.
11 for Aethon.
Oh. I didn't roll that well for the damage, to be fair. 18 points of force damage to all of you.
Cool.
Just. And you are technically knocked prone.
I think Aethon is
Immune to prone. Yeah.
might be. Yeah.
He's just not back.
Cool.
That, however, so we got 3 down, 3 still active. I still need another wisdom saving throw from all of you.
Well,
18.
that's my highest one yet.
Um, 17.
17.
So that would be a 10. Tony's indomitable on this? Nah, she'll take it. It's
Okay.
10.
So that is 50 years you're aged by.
Hell, okay, thanks.
Apart from Dimitri and Morticia, you two saved.
Really old.
Yeah, your purple hair's starting to go grey.
God fucking damn it.
You move slightly and you're like, oh, my back.
What's
The
the...
surprise I used to be great.
Xanthi, given her lineage, doesn't like physically show it. However, her hair starts to like grey a bit as you're seeing that. Yeah, you wouldn't see like deep set like wrinkles or anything like that. William is starting to show like deep set wrinkles and stuff, but Xanthi, it's more like the hair just starts to go grey. And that brings us back to Willow. And she's just, again, going to lunge for Morticia, and she's just going to be like, I'll show you. You broke my heart, so I'm going to stab yours. That'll be a 16 to hit.
Misses.
And the second one is a 22 to hit.
I no longer have the
No.
Plus
AC
8, not yet.
bonus. Yeah, no. That will, yeah.
I can do it again, though, and
No.
I can.
I will do shield if you do that.
Okay.
I'll do shield.
Okay. So just...
I don't want to know how much this rage can hurt you, okay? I don't want to know.
What?
I didn't.
I don't want to know how much rage that she has, how much it's going to hurt when it actually lands.
Oh, there's a little counter going. But anyway, that brings us to Morticia's turn.
I didn't mean to leave you. I sent people after you. I tried. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I don't want to hurt her. That will just make it worse. Fuck.
I see, like, all
I'm
these
like, I can do this, but then she has advantage on this, so it's like, fuck. Do I hit her? William, do I hear it?
I have one more trick, but it's going to use all my rope.
You know what? I will activate my Chaos Song.
Okay.
I will do Empowered Spell.
Okay.
And I will try Banishment one last time.
Okay.
Okay.
Straight roll. Chaos Song activated. So yeah, your armor takes over as you channel the magic through.
Let me see if I can do anything with the demon form. No, I can't. Okay. Good.
Okay. That's not what I want. Okay. Okay. $17.
That misses. She goes away.
You. She disappears.
We should hurry up. It's only a minute.
Try and free as many as we can. Just make it as much pandemonium and chaos as possible.
Okay. Arcane Blast on whatever desks we can see.
Yeah. I'll allow that. I'd say these ones here you could free, and they start running around all over the place. However, an Imperium was activated.
Yeah.
And this night figure stands in front of you. Well, that was quite an interesting feat. I've not seen Chaos Song in a long time. How do you compare to the Iron Witch?
Probably not as good.
So I need to get you guys to roll another initiative with the Iron Witch to go through. But meanwhile, Xanthi and who are you? Dimitri, what are you guys doing?
Is it good to carry on?
Yes. And getting back on it. Let's do this. And we'll start. So how many are left?
You've got three. You've got three spinning, and these three are lined up in like a way you can see all three. However, one of them in the far end has stopped, so you're guessing it's the same as the first two that you left. Yeah. I don't know why I made myself have to roll. I can do that
again.
Did you want to drop me off at the first one and then you head over to the second one and we take it down together at a distance?
Okay. But catch up when you can.
Also, Xanthi, your Battleborn starts to pulse as it's being drawn to the beginning of where you started.
As in where we left from the door?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
It's being drawn back that way where you know the clear the two ones that's causing the distraction.
Okay.
Yes.
I think something's happened. Battleborn is... I think one of them... Something is happening. We should get back when we can, but for now... I'll drop them off.
Okay.
Okay, so you two split up. So what's the game? What's the game? What's your goals?
Dropping Dimitri at the nearest one.
Okay.
And then continuing on with Aethon.
Okay. And
so at distance, I'm going to get... So actually I can shoot it from 120 feet, but I'll probably say I'll do 60 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Firebolt and hope that magic will damage it.
Okay.
after seeing the lightning bolt hit it. So
Yeah. Roll me an
Update.
attack.
okay, dirty 20.
That will hit.
At 12 fire damage.
Amazing. Just enough. Just. And now the last one, Xanthi. How are you taking this one out?
Yep. Can she get to it? She's got
Yeah.
70 foot with Aethon. Okay, cool. Then yeah, we'll try and take it out with Battleborn if she can get within.
Okay.
Staying just out of the previous experiences of the blast radius of these, and tries to take a shot with Xandria's
Okay. Yep.
short bow, effectively. 21 to hit.
Yep. That hits.
Can we use? Yeah, I'll just keep it for that. So for 9 points of damage.
Yep. Perfect. Just. And it just like you've just timed it just right as the blast radius comes out, and it just like almost hits you, but you've just outside the blast radius. With that, what are you two doing in the immediate effect while this is happening? And then we'll go back to William and Morticia.
So I'm assuming all the crystals.
Yeah.
That we know.
And what you start to notice is like the rapid destruction that was happening has like slowed and stopped, and it starts to like revert slowly. It's like almost like seeping back in, but it's not like an immediate thing. The volcano stops becoming so high, and it's becomes like an unmanageable kind of like fort level.
Then yeah, as soon as I destroyed my crystal, I was gonna head towards Xanthi.
Okay.
And starting to double back to go pick him up.
Amazing. So yeah, I would say you two would meet each other, picking him up.
And I was like,
Let's
yeah,
get back to them.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're heading back there, I need initiative from you guys.
I rolled a 2 and a 3 for a 5 on advantage.
You know, sometimes
So,
that happens.
Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. She got 19.
You're trying to make us like meet our biggest traumas right now, right?
I'm not trying anything. It's unfortunately what happens when you send people off to try and do things. What's your name? William, that's it. Okay, so Iron Witch goes first. She's going to start nice and simple, I think. Can I get you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, actually, please?
Both of us?
I think it's dex.
18.
18?
I'm using Indomitable on that because we're not doing a natural one. 7's not much better. That's twice that you sat on 18 and then rolled over to the other number.
Okay. 18.
So, yeah.
So 18 and no.
7.
18 and 7. Cool. I just need to double check this quickly because this is one of mine and it's not. Sorry about this. A lot of checking. I'm just not 100% sure I gave you the right saving throw. because I wrote it down as a dex, but it doesn't sound right to me. Maybe it is. Yeah, okay. So you both fail. A portal opens up underneath of you, and a second one opens up at the top of this mount.
Oh.
As she casts this jump spell, and you two appear in front of Kometflare.
Well, good. I don't mind fighting this one.
And I'll roll for him quickly. Her, sorry. Okay, she rolled pretty shitty. Unfortunately, still higher than you guys, but
Didn't take much. Didn't take much.
And yeah, you just see her armor retract, and this blue skinned Dustblood walks down, long flowing hair. This sword that looks like a completely charred stick in her hand. She just goes, "Oh, I didn't think it would be you people that would challenge my throne. Oh well, a threat is a threat." And for her turn, I need a dexterity save from you, William, please.
That's a 9.
Oh, fuck, can't you just roll decently?
No, I can't! We know this!
Fuck's sake. Oh my.
And I used Indomitable already, and it still didn't help. It's gonna fucking hurt.
Let's be fine. Let's be fine.
I fucking hope he's going to be fine.
Oh god, that's when the.
I don't like that statement.
Yeah, stop
Please
it.
retract that.
We cannot revive.
Okay, I rolled ones. A couple of ones, anyway.
No, but maybe the wisp will counteract it? Question mark.
77 points of force damage as she touches you with this charred blade and casts Disintegrate.
Oh,
Bitch. Fuck.
there's no resting from that.
Good thing I'm not dead.
That is her turn and bonus. It's her action and her bonus action, though, unfortunately. Bringing us to... I'm going to get you two to roll in on this initiative as well, if you don't mind, please. Because now Iron Witch isn't occupied, she can get around the field.
Yeah, okay.
That's a 7.
7.
Hey, that's right. 12.
Oh, why are you rolling double digits?
I know.
You're the highest of the team.
True.
That's a bad omen.
Oh, see, I even put Morticia above you because I'm so used to you just rolling lower.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
For this turn, I'm just gonna say you're gonna move your movement though, because you're still not in danger at the moment. So the initiative hasn't kicked in for you. That's just for when it does. Morticia, you're up.
Yeah, okay. I know she just did force, but I will down a potion of fire resistance just in case.
Yeah. Bonus action fire resistance.
And then for my main action, I will do a guiding bolt, I think.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So, question.
Yes.
Does the thing from my Imperium only last one? It's only for one.
Yes, yeah, for that one.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And that is 24 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Plus, this is a fifth level? Yeah, fifth level, so plus 7 points since she has blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Amazing. As that unleashes, she is going to use her legendary action to the charred stick becomes a blade again as the armor retracts back up into her body. That brings us to William, as Xanthi still not in danger yet. William, what are you doing?
Just getting hit in the chest like a fucking, being punched by like a train. Just, well, you're not a friend. I don't need to take it easy on you. Throwing his normal sword. The armor's going to fully come out, and I'm going to use 6 of my hit dice to bring out a fully formed blood blade.
Okay.
And just walk towards her.
Cool.
And is she within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Perfect. And once I get there, I'm just obviously attack, action surge attack as well.
Okay.
So for 4 in total. So the first one's an advantage.
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's not a good start. That's really not a good start. So 11. Yeah. 11 to hit on the first?
No, misses.
Nope. Hey, well, 11 on the second. There we go. That's better. 28 to hit on the third.
28 will hit.
And 17 to hit on the fourth.
17 misses.
I might use my last hit die to improve that one, because out of the others, that's the only one that's going to hit. So let's see. 19.
Still misses.
Fuck. Okay. So that's not the hit. That's not the damage anymore. It is this. So that's 18 on the one attack that hit.
Okay. Decent.
And I will use a charge of the shield to regain that HP. And then I will bonus action second wind to heal a little bit more. 14, not too bad. And get 4 more hit dice back. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's everything.
It brings us to Iron Witch's turn, who, Xanthi, as you're riding full pelt, you can't help but see a familiar figure just like laying on the ground. You see Gladys just laying unconscious on the ground.
Gladys will tell Thornhead directing towards her.
You walk over to her, you just see her like beaten and bruised and some like soot and that and great blood on her face, just lying on the ground. Just
does she appear conscious? Just
she's breathing heavy. She looks conscious still, but looks quite rough. At least unless you want to do a medicine check or anything like that.
Hop down and give her a healing potion.
As you hop down. Oh, thank you.
Are you all right? What are you doing here?
I ran into that doctor, and then I woke up here. He told me to, if I saw you guys, to say something. And she starts to drink the potion.
William and Morticia are probably in danger, knowing them.
Oh,
we should probably...
I can help. I can take us to them. I can feel them. My Imperium calls.
Is that what it was? I felt it too with that one.
It kind of like drags us.
Let's go, if you can take us.
Yeah, let me just...
Is that wise? You seem... Gladys, you seem hurt. Surely you should...
My armor gives me energy.
Okay, as long as you're sure.
Yeah, I can do this. And she just stands up and she grabs her pen, just Iron Witch. And Dimitri, now the armor you saw is the armor it takes form, and I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Ah.
12?
10.
Okay. This portal opens up underneath you, and you're falling. Just as you clatter, and you see William and Chaos Song now, effectively, not Morticia in her full armor. And you see this female Kometflare just standing there in the midst of battle as you crash there. Before the portal closes up, Iron Witch walks in through the portal underneath you guys. And that is a great place to end for today.
What?
No, because
I
see,
agree.
What a bitch.
I see